The MMA community is absolutely furious with the UFC and Dana White after a complete disaster with the UFC 313 pay-per-view. Fans who paid for the event through ESPN Plus were met with error messages, unable to watch the fights they had already been charged for. Reports flooded in of people being double-charged, locked out of their accounts, or stuck refreshing their screens for over 15 minutes just to get the event to load. Dana White addressed the issue at the post-fight press conference, saying, "I haven't seen this. So I saw a lot of people complaining on X Twitter tonight. They couldn't buy the pay-per-view. Did that make it to you? Do you know?" Yeah, it made it to me. Yeah, they were on problems buying it on ESPN. Plus, I don't know what happened with their platform tonight. But yeah, there were a lot of pissed off people. As expected, the backlash from the MMA community was instant. Fans, fighters, and analysts all ripped into ESPN Plus and the UFC for botching a card that had been heavily promoted. Frankie Edgar expressed his frustration, saying, "So I bought UFC 313 twice now, and I can't get it playing, and it charged my card twice. Always something with this app." Another user went off on both ESPN and the UFC, posting, "Outstanding ESPN Plus and the UFC for allowing no one to watch the pay-per-view that cost you millions to advertise." Another fan was even more furious. "ESPN, I pay $100 a year for this piece of platform for no reason, and now you won't let me buy this fight. Been trying for 15 minutes with the same message scamming clowns. I can't wait until you have breaks this worthless partnership." The frustration didn't stop there. "Would have liked to have watched, but ESPN would not let us purchase it. UFC lost big money last night." Another fan mocked the UFC and ESPN's incompetence, saying, "Oh, just classic. ESPN Plus and UFC spend millions on hype, then make sure no one can actually watch it. Truly groundbreaking strategy." The criticism continued, with many pointing out how much money the UFC likely lost due to this disaster. How on earth is the UFC going to keep the pay-per-view going while thousands of people across the country can't purchase the card because ESPN Plus is a joke insanity? Reports later came in that some users were finally able to access the event halfway through the main card, but by then, the damage was already done. People were still charged the full $80, regardless of how much of the event they actually got to see. With the UFC's partnership with ESPN set to expire at the end of the year, this situation raises a big question. Should the UFC move on? ESPN Plus has had multiple issues with pay-per-view events in the past, but this might be the worst one yet. What do you think? Should the UFC ditch ESPN and find a new broadcasting partner? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one.